I was just sitting here, well, laying here. I just woke up. I mean, shit just be pouring into me before my eyes open from sleep. That's why sometimes I be making videos and I just woke up. Shit, I haven't even gotten out the bed yet. But I was just thinking about why so many people don't seem to care about being in good health. It's like they say they want it, and I'm sure they do, but they not really willing to pay the price for that. And I was just thinking about one aspect of that, a price that I've paid for it, which is my social life. When I got into this, it was for me like when I started transitioning and getting closer and closer to where I am now. Um, that's something I noticed that I had never thought of. I used to speak affirmations a lot. I still do, but not in the same way. But one of my affirmations was I am in excellent health. I used to say that on a regular basis, like many times throughout the day. As much as I could think to do it. You know, at night I would just say it all the time. I would record my affirmations and listen to them. While I'm asleep. One of them was I'm in excellent health, and that's what led me to this journey. That's what started bringing people into my awareness that I had never, saying things that I had never heard said before. And so the more I got into this, right? Say like when I really started eating different, when I did my year on fruit, it really hit me how this affects your social life. And you really have to make a decision. You have to decide how important your health really is to you. How important is it really? How much do you really want to be in excellent health? I had to stop going out to eat. I used to love going to Mexican restaurants. I had to stop that. Me and my kids, man, much of our interactions revolved around eating fucking the rotten flesh of dead animals, and just we were toxitarians. Everything we ate was toxic, processed, full of chemicals, drugs, all that shit. That's how we got down, though. That's just what we did. Fucking buying pizzas for the entire neighborhood and shit. When the yard is full of kids, going to movies, getting big stupid ass buckets of popcorn with a drink. You know what I'm saying? Extra, extra butter, salt. Shit, we would take the salt container into the theater. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, taking my kids and they friends all out to eat at our favorite Mexican restaurants usually. But we frequented other restaurants also. We go to the hotel on the weekend, and Sunday morning when we check out, go straight to breakfast. All this shit was cut out when I got serious about my health. When I start eating fruit, it's like, shit, there was really nothing for us to do. They're still eating the way they're eating, and that's fine. They didn't have the experience that I had. So I don't expect them to do anything different. But at the same time, It just fucking drastically changed the amount of time we spend together because so much of it revolved around us eating. Friends, when I was smoking weed, I had a lot of people hanging out with me. A lot of people, fucking everywhere I went. I wasn't even trying to get lit like that. It was just happening. People was just pulling up on me, and we just smoking and kicking it. I mean, just fucking everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it felt so good. It felt really good to have a social life like that, to be lit like that. It felt really good. But what do you want? Do you want this, or do you want to be in excellent health like you've been saying? You really have to, like, this really puts, if you start experiencing this, you start going down this path, you start experiencing this really puts things into perspective. And it's really a it's probably a question that you never had given any thought to before, right? Excellent health. Everyone wants that. Of course I want that. But when you start understanding the costs, I didn't know it was a cost. Like, I didn't know. When you start understanding the cost of just having to give up all the shit that you love to eat, all the shit that you're addicted to, when you start finding out that all this shit is bad for you, all of it, all of it, everything. Man, I would be in the grocery store mad as fuck. Just like earlier on, just walking around like, I can't eat nothing in this motherfucker. This is some fucking bullshit. Why are they even selling the shit if I can't eat it? Like, why is this store full of so much poisonous shit? Like, what the fuck is going on? I used to do that in the grocery store, in the aisle, before I was ready to eat fruit. That's a cost. That's a cost. You have to confront your addictions. Because all the shit we love to eat is only because we're addicted to it. And they make it addictive. All this processed bullshit, all this junk, they make the shit addictive. They're in business to make money. They don't make money if you're not buying their product. They make you buy it by making it addictive. It's fucking drugs. And everything in it is linked to disease. Like, why? Why does it have to be that way? Like, what the fuck? But that's part of the cost. I can't even tell you how much shit I used to love to eat that I had to say no to and stand on it and never go back. I can't even tell you how many times I went back. How many times I gotten on this horse and fallen off. And you gotta get up. This is another cost. Every time you fall off, you gotta get back up and get back on, and you gotta keep on going. Like, there's a cost to be in excellent health. Family, friends. I'm not saying, that you gotta stop fucking with them, that you gotta cut them off. But you definitely have to rethink how you spend time with them. If you're serious about your health and you're trying to sustain your lifestyle, because their lifestyle, which was your lifestyle, will draw you back in before your lifestyle will draw them in. Fruit is not tempting like that, especially to an addict. These people are drug addicts. These people that still eating the way they're eating, they're drug addicts. You got to remember that. They're literally drug addicts. They have addictions, real fucking addictions. They are running away from real pains, real trauma. They are escaping every time they eat. That's what you're up against. And the shit that they're eating, the processed junk, the rotten flesh of dead animals, all the injections and drugs like this put in all this shit, helps them escape. And they make the shit taste really good while doing. They make escape taste delicious. They make numbing taste delicious. They make running from all of your problems taste really delicious and feel really good. And you've been there. You know their experience. You know how good that shit tastes. You know how good it feel to eat it. So you have to rethink how you spend time with them. They ain't thinking about your fruit. Your fruit ain't making their mouth water. They are not tempted. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something to keep in mind. Like, do you really want to be in excellent health? Because it ain't cheap. It's worth. It's definitely worth it. But it ain't cheap. And nothing good in life comes easy, nor is it cheap. Right? You know that's right.